Morning, boys and girls. It's Miss V. I'm going to read chapter 4 to you, Charlotte's Web. Somebody wanted to join us this morning. Do you see her over here? That's my Lizzie. Yes, she's saying hello to me. I don't know why she misses me. She's with me every day. Anyways. Okay, so let's start chapter 3. Chapter 4. And chapter 4 will probably again be in a few parts. And I'm trying to keep the videos around 5 or 6 minutes just because the quality is much better for you to watch it on YouTube. So, everybody have their blanket? I don't have my warm, cozy blanket. Grab your warm, cozy blanket. Grab something to drink. I don't even have that this morning, but I want you guys to do that. So, because I know you've been enjoying doing that, especially you, Lexi. Yeah, so let's get going, guys. So I'm going to read chapter 4, Loneliness. I wonder who is lonely in this chapter. Can you make a prediction of who you think is lonely in this chapter? I'm going to make a prediction. I think it might be, I bet Wilbur is lonely now that he's back in his pen. The next day was rainy and dark. Rain fell on the roof of the barn and dripped steadily from the caves. Rain fell in the backyard and ran in crooked courses down into the lane, where thistles and pigweed grew. Rain spattered against Mrs. Zuckerman's kitchen windows and came gushing out of the downspouts. I'm going to go back and read that sentence again. Rain spattered against Mrs. Zuckerman's kitchen windows and came gushing out of the downspouts. Rain fell on the backs of the sheep as they grazed in the meadow. When the sheep, tired of standing in the rain, they walked slowly up the lane and into the field. Rain upset Wilbur's plans. Wilbur had planned to go out this day and dig a new hole in his yard. He had other plans too. His plans for the day went something like this. Breakfast at 6:30, skim milk, crusts, middlings, bits of donuts, wheat cakes with drops of maple syrup sticking to them, potato skins, leftover custard pudding with raisins and bits of shredded wheat. Breakfast would be finished at 7. From 7 to 8, Wilbur planned to have a talk. I wonder who he's going to talk to. Oh, he planned to have a talk with Templeton, the rat that lived under his trough. Talking with Templeton was not the most interesting occupation in the world, but it was better than nothing. From 8 to 9, Wilbur planned to take a nap outdoors in the sun. From 9 to 11, he planned to dig a hole or trench and possibly find something good to eat buried in the dirt. From 11 to 12, he planned to stand still and watch flies on the boards, watch bees in the clover, and watch swallows in the air. Have you noticed, boys and girls, all the birds coming back in springtime, chirping? And I noticed that yesterday outside my window. 12 o'clock lunchtime, middlings, warm water, apple parings, meat, gravy, carrot scrapings, meat scraps, stale honey, and the wrapper off a package of cheese. Lunch would be over at 1. From 1 to 2, Wilbur planned to sleep. From 2 to 3, he planned to scratch itchy places by rubbing against the fence. From 3 to 4, I'm going to read that over again, I'm sorry. From 3 to 4, he planned to stand perfectly still and think of what it was like to be alive and to wait for Fern. See, even Miss V needs to go back and reread when she knows that she's pronounced a word wrong or it just doesn't sound right. It's so important, boys and girls, to go back and reread when you think that you've made a mistake. At 4 would come supper, skim milk, vendor lunch leftover sandwich from Lurvy's lunchbox, prune skins, a morsel of this, a bit of that, fried potatoes, marmalade drippings, a little more of this, a little more of that, a piece of baked apple, a scrap of upside down cake. Wilbur had gone to sleep thinking about these plans. Oh, he sounds excited about them. You know what? I'm going to stop right there, boys and girls. And you just tune in to my next video for the second part of chapter 4.